Hi all, Jin here again, and I want to thank everyone for all their kind words so far, especially the feedback on my first commentary vid. So because of the overwhelming positive response, I'm going to try to do more of it when I can, and when I think it'll be worth the time. So I'm going to try starting off doing a vid for every character I purple, go over their kits, and then take them into the current Chaos event for a little test drive. So, of course, right now is Zack, and you know I'm definitely purpling him. Next would be Aranea, and then after that will probably be Renoa. Well, for sure it'll be Renoa, so hopefully I can do those vids, and hopefully this one turns out alright too. I'm a big Final Fantasy VII fan, so I already have Soulja Boy already ready to go, and I have his EX and everything plus purpled, and Ignis is just gonna be a little bonus if I get him. So I'm just gonna do probably quick multi-draw, single tickets, and then we'll move on. So let's see how this goes. No big load, so this is probably no Ignis weapons. I felt Zack was already pretty good during the Cosmos era. He was just kind of overlooked by Wall a little bit, but he actually had more DPS than him, and he excelled in a lot of fights that I brought him to. And I actually found him more fun than Wall, so he definitely overtakes Wall now as the best tank for quite some time. Ugh. Well, 3 golds, can't complain about that. All powers. Oh, there's a 15, Ignis. I guess we'll see how the tickets go. Maybe do 30. So we'll go down to 540. So yeah, I think quick TLDR, should you pull or not, unless you absolutely hate Zack, or you only play your favorites, you should definitely pity him, pull for him, EX token him, whatever you can to get him, because he's one of the strongest units for a long time, and definitely worth your investment. I don't say that much about many people, but him is one of them. I would include him with like Ultimisha, Y'shtola, Rosa. Those kind of people I feel like are kind of can't miss great people that just fit into most team comps really well and do really well. Just make life a lot easier. Ultimisha, well, she's a DPS. She's one of those rare ones with all her free turns that makes her really good, but the tank and supports are just really good for fitting into any team comp. Rip these pools right now. I'm not that, I mean, I did play Final Fantasy 15, but, and Ignis was okay in there, but in this game, I don't know, I can't get over the meme chef kind of style. I can see why people might like it and find it enjoyable, but I really don't like him cutting up stuff in the middle of battle. It's like a joke, too big of a joke for me. I mean, come on, SC. He didn't actually cook in battle in Final Fantasy 15. Wow, not even got a gold yet. I guess Ignis knows I hate him, but gotta do my due diligence because he's a very cheap investment at 0-3 for a good support, and Lord knows you always need good supports for DE. Alright, didn't see any load there, so that's probably nothing. Yep. Wow. 10 more tickets. That wasn't a very big load either, so I should probably bash download. Take some suspense. Another 15. Well, probably not gonna get him, which is fine. It would have just been a blessing to have an extra support for Entropy, but I also missed Kate and Aiko, so my healers are probably not as much as I would have liked, but it's okay. Alright, 3 more. Oh my god. With the dupes. Always with the dupes. I always get dupes on banners I have one of them on already. That's why I pretty much avoid them. Alright, well that would have been a good pull if I didn't have Zack. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's go do a chaos. So, I already trudged through the normal mode already. Just Yuna autoing doing her thing. No regrets on her at all. That purple is worth it. Just for her being Yuna alone and then the auto farming on top of it. And she got her use on 6. Well anyways, aside from that, let's go check out Zack's chaos. Which chaos are we gonna run? Let's kill ourselves some Sephiroth, I guess. Alright. Woo! So, generally I'm going to check what the enemy does. I usually go in pretty blind, so I have to figure out what the enemy does, and then I make a team comp for that. So we're probably not going to want to bring any elemental people unless they hit weaknesses. Weak to fire. So of course we're gonna bring Zack, so let's just bring people that benefit Zack. Let's go with the Rosa. So the reason Rosa is so good with Zack is because of her Eye Brave boosts and attack and max brave boost of course, but the Eye Brave especially allows Zack's shield to be able to be much stronger, therefore it can actually take 0 damage in chaos for a lot of fights if he has someone boosting his Eye Brave. So I can quickly go over his base kit that explains what everything kind of does for him. His S1 gives him turn rate up and physical resist, and it locks the enemy. His S2 is 8 brave hits with 3 HP dumps, gives him HP regen, max brave up. Both skills and his HP plus give him a 10% brave refund. His HP plus is just brave gain at base, there's no brave hit, and his brave plus inflicts a lock. His EX is AoE, split with 150% overflow, gives him the shield buff that I was talking about, and that actually negates damage that is under 150% of his Eye Brave. It will be 0 damage, you'll take big fat zeros. And anything over 150% of his Eye Brave, then it will subtract the amount of 150% of his Eye Brave. So pretty much it will be quite minimal damage combined with like a physical resist up, assuming it's physical damage. He'll still be taking very minimal damage. So if he's getting Brave Refund, he's just a hard sucker to break. The only way for them to knock off that shield is to break him, but he's like impossible to break, so that shield is like up all the time because he has a fast EX charge. It's less than 2 skills. His EX gives locks on all the enemies, so you don't run out like wall, and you don't have to single target anybody, so it's always up. Locks, shield, they're always up because of how fast his EX is. So that's what makes him so incredibly good already. His C65 increases his Eye Brave and Overflow for 10%. It's just to himself, but it's still quite good. And the Bloom extends the turns to 4 turns total and then adds another use. I'd say that's pretty good for him. I definitely get it. And in general, I'd suggest you get a Bloom for every character you purple. Very useful all the time, even if it's like not the biggest stat boost. It helps to get enemies out of break. Like there's certain situations where you need to get an enemy out of break or you're gonna die. And that makes or breaks a run. So you can tell an enemy's coming out of break when their grayed out color is half their Eye Brave. That means the next turn they're coming out of break. So let's say somebody has 4,000 Eye Brave, that's the number they come out of break with. If it's half that, so if they have 2,000 Eye Brave in their grayed color, next turn they're coming out of break. So you want to AA, break them. If you're not used to doing that, get used to it, because it's like very important for many runs sometimes, and you have to reset if you end up dying, because enemies in chaos, if they have Brave, most likely they're going to HP attack, and then most likely that's going to kill you. So that's the reason I just bloom everybody that I purple, because I'm going to use them for chaos, and I'm going to need the extra AA use, more or less. That's pretty much the general idea. So even if it's not that great of a bloom, I'll still get it if it has an extra use. Like King, for example. That's why I love King. He has C65, 8 times reload mechanic. He can get free turns when they come out of break too, so it's just win-win. Alright, so Zack's EX+ is what makes him a god, pretty much. It gives him everything that he was missing. Now the EX at 0-3 gives 180% overflow. Now it also heals 80% of the damage dealt with a 20% max HP. So on top of the HP regen, he can emergency heal with the EX, which is up all the time. So he will be a hard sucker to kill. 1-3 gives him a huge boost in attack max brave, 80% and 60% respectively. 2-3 gives him brave and HP++. The HP++ gets an extra brave hit. Now it never had any before. Brave++ is just more potency, but this gives him 2 buffs from starting out, the max brave and HP regen. The 2-3 gives him last stand as well. So this is kind of a big one, which prevents KO if health is greater than 50%. You're going to want this on all your tanks pretty much, so him having it now is invaluable. And 3-3 makes his EX hit twice with 20% brave refund after the last attack, which prevents getting broken, and it adds 30% overflow limit to all abilities. So pretty much he's a no-brainer. 3-3 EX is up all the time, big damage, extra overflow, 20% brave refund, just make him purple. His sphere gives him a brave of 40% of his eye brave after attacking an enemy targeting himself. That's pretty good. I already put it on him, as you can see, because he's always targeting people that target him more or less, so it's good to prevent getting broken again. So quick pros and cons of Zack. He has decent auras. Their attack and max brave 40% for the whole team, so he's not going to be like your only support, but he really helps. I mean, being together with Rosa, for example, definitely the auras are going to be wonderful. And I mentioned his EX hits hard, never run out of locks or shield due to that. Everything gives him brave refund pretty much. He can heal himself, so he's like impossible to break, and then he's impossible to kill with the last stand. He can survive almost anything. And tanks just in general I love because you can be aggressive with your other 2 characters without worrying too much. The con is of course if the enemy is targeting everybody, he can't shield everyone like Wall does. He has kind of a lot of buff slots, 4. It's not the best, but not the worst either. His EX is magic while everything else is melee, so that can sometimes factor into an issue. And you have to make sure he's at full health for the last wave, because he has a C50 passive that's just amazing. But it only works if he's at full health. So you do have to make sure you have to heal him up before the last wave. And then the biggest con of Zack is pretty much if an enemy targets itself a lot, which I wouldn't say is that often, but he suffers quite a bit in terms of damage, so you don't want to summon with Zack and the enemy is targeting himself, so that's never a good time to summon, for example. For arts, you're going to want what I have here. 3 108 C50s. That's just the ideal thing because his passive is just so good. Normally, I'm not a big fan of last passives, but if they give a lot of things, then they're worth it. For example, his is a huge max brave by 15% per artifact and attack by 5%, and he loves more attack as well. You can't go wrong with 15% total attack and 45% max brave extra for the last wave. I would say 108 330 is a good secondary for him because then he's versatile for all the waves. His max brave isn't as bad for previous waves. Like at my arts right now, his max brave would not have any boosts outside of other supports and his own auras. But I think it's okay, it's worth it because the last wave is going to be a monstrous. Also 170s are good for him because this pretty much makes unbreakable shields. I don't have any 108 330s because he didn't drop him. This is what he dropped and I'm happy with it, so it's fine with me. I pretty much got him perfect while I was going for Sarah. That girl made the death of me during Vayne's event. She pretty much allowed me to finish Zack, finish Vayne, and no perfects for her. That was one of the most frustrating farms of my life. But it's over now and she's a good girl. Finally finished her during the Cosmos raid. Okay, but in general, he's going to prefer 108s since he's kind of a DPS tank. So if you can't find perfects, you're going for 108 and then something good with it. 170 C50 is pretty good too. These are just like, I'm going to make him the biggest, baddest shield that's unbreakable ever, but then he's not going to hit very hard. So I'm generally going to recommend 108 C50, and then you can also get 108 330s or 108 170. Up to you. Alright, let's move on to the actual Chaos fight and take him for a spin. Now that we actually know what he does and what he gains, let's see how it works. So this will be my first time using him purple actually, and let's find a third party member. Why don't we just have Stripperoth take care of the clothes Sephiroth, because clothing does not belong on him anymore. Alright, let's just see how it goes. Wing it. Gonna solo this. Wait, let me check the summons proper with them. Usually I'm default Shiva, but yeah, it's gonna absorb ice, so let's just go with more max brave. So let's just go brothers. Brothers it is. Alright, all good. So I got my support, I got a tank, and I got a DPS. You generally want somebody who can heal, you want a good support, you want your DPS and a utility person or something along those lines. That's kind of how I build my teams. You want somebody who covers really good attack max brave support. That's why I love Rosa. And then somebody who has DPS, and then the third one you can fill with a utility person or another DPS or another support, up to you. Alright, let's see. Let's just take Tifa. I like Tifa. So this is pretty much Nibelheim. Nibelheim event. Rosa could be Cloud, but nah. Cloud's not gonna make this team work, I don't think. So I can just start with S1 because he already has the buffs from S2. It's nice that it's targeting him anyways, but get that lock on. Let's get our prey up. Yeah, everyone knows, start with Fervent Blow. It's nice because I'm capped on Brave too, so he dumps the first. And let's get my EX up. I want my shield up, so I'm gonna go with another Chain Slash. I value my Rush Assaults better, so I'll use them later. Let's battery up Zack because he doesn't have his shield up yet. See, that's the physical resist. He doesn't need his shield to resist physical. There's my EX. Let's go with the dump. Now, shields up. Ooh, 2 hits. So beautiful. Never seen that yet. Alright, I'm going to... let's go ahead and pray. Yeah, let's go ahead and pray. We're gonna avoid this all attack. This is a little bit more safer than I usually am, but I don't know what it's gonna do, so... That is nasty. Looks like Lena would have been pretty good for this run. I have one more slide. I'm just gonna dump this first. Ooh, miss. You're gonna take a big fat 0 anyway, so let's get my buffs back up. We good. Kinda sucks though, we're out of Rosa's range. Well, he's not anymore, but Sephiroth and Rosa. Let's go ahead and get me more HP regen here and try to get into that range again. Probably should use her AA there too, actually. It's okay. Look at that fat 0. So beautiful. Let's go ahead and use her AA now. Get nice heals and battery. She batteries off of Yuna's sphere. We can just HP plus. And we're going to, yeah, let's go ahead and heal ourselves actually. I'm not too worried about this all attack since I know what it does now. Let's get my buffs back on. Ooh. I do want to use one skill to get my EX up too, so let's just go with the Fervent Blow since he's high on Max Brave. HP attack. You don't want your stacks to run out, so you do want to watch your meter to make sure you get your EX charged in time. And I'm not too worried, he won't break me at all. So let's pop the EX. Look at that Brave refund, that is ridiculous. I'm running low on skill, so use a free skill. And we're going to just HP plus. You can't break me, and I got Brave Refund too. So let's make sure we kill him before he actually goes again. This should do it, yep. On to the next wave. They both have C50, Sephiroth and Zack. Definitely need to make sure they're healed up before going into the last wave, otherwise it's a big waste. Look at that, starting with 31k already. That's beautiful. Let's refresh our prey. Our EX is up next. I'm actually going to hold off on refreshing your prey because just an HP plus is going to bring me up the EX. I'll save the prey for later. Let's get him to target me. And we're just going to HP plus. Yep, HP plus. This should have my EX up. And we're going to, what's he gonna do? He's probably gonna do something funny. I'm just gonna HP plus though. I'm gonna worry about this guy first. He's probably gonna do black materia. Yep. So it's good to actually have low brave, so you can easily dump, no worries. I'm gonna use my EX first and I'll pray after. I'm gonna have one turn without pray, but it's okay. Let's heal up. And we're going to EX. Get my shield back up. Look at that damage, Jesus. That is sexy. Sexy, sexy stuff. Alright, I'm gonna want to use a skill here so that my EX charges the next turn. That's the EX. And we're just going to HP plus. Oh, what happened to my shield? Oh man, we're getting like a bug here. We got a bug going on. It didn't refresh because the game thought my eye brave is not high enough due to the no prey. So with my EX initially going off with Rosa's prey up and then it going off with no Rosa's prey, that made the game want to keep the previous shield, so it actually never refreshed, which just sucks. Alright, so that means I cannot HP attack here. Or I can. Here, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna get some brave refund. So people aren't following, the previous EX I casted had high eye brave, and then the second EX I casted he had lower eye brave because Rosa's prey wasn't up, so that's why his EX didn't refresh the shield, which is a bug, and I actually reported it to the GL feedback in main core, but they actually haven't done anything with it, I guess. It does get updated in JP later, but for now it's just the way it is. We're gonna have to live with that, so you do have to pay attention to when you pop the EX with Zack, and if there's eye brave buffs involved. Or debuffs for that matter. Let's go ahead and break this guy. Get my EX up. Let's just go with the simple HP attack. Yeah. So he does have a nice resist, even though the shield doesn't have, he still has a physical resist. Whoa, what's he doing? Let's try to jump up here. I actually forgot what his charged attack does. We're just gonna play it safe. Now my shield back up. Look at that. He fills up his brave from the brave refund. That is sick. That is sick. I'm going to just brave attack here for obvious reasons. No, actually, he's gonna come out of break. Rosa will be there, so she can battery everyone again. So I'm safe to dump here. So I will do that. See, that's the importance of looking at when they come out of break so that you can strategize what you plan to do. I just have to make sure I break him. I'm not sure if his HP plus will take care of it, so I'm just going to not take that chance. So now what we can do is, I don't think I need to pray. I'm just gonna HP plus. Let's hope I'm right. Oh, yeah, I'm right. And she got missed anyways. Alright. Let's see. I got time. Whoa, we have frozen. That is crazy. So that means I don't know what that does actually. What does that do? It looks like I still King Brave. Lower speed, recast gauge than I felt. Oh, so it's actually, that sucks. Let's go ahead and take one of those away. And chain slash. Wow. Miss. Wasn't like you're gonna do damage anyways. Let's get that freeze off. And I'm gonna need to charge my EX though, so I'm gonna have to use a skill here. I'm max brave out, so when I'm at max brave I wanna do S1 all the time. I still don't think his EX is gonna make it in time though because of that freeze. That kinda sucks. That kinda sucks. I only need HP plus to charge my EX. Oh, he can break. Very nice. I knew it. Rip. It's okay. My stacks will go down, but it's alright. Ooh, look at that. How about we summon now? How about that? How about we summon now? I don't know what it's gonna do, but I know Rosa can't shave it. And let's go. I'm gonna actually take out Sephiroth because these two have auras and his EX hits like a truck. So Zack stays in, Rosa stays in. Actually no, Sephiroth can stay in. I don't want to waste a turn in summon because I need to use Tifa's S2 once first. And that 200,000 is very beautiful as well. Let's spray it up. This is a good time for S2 because I'm really high on Brave, so he can dump and still do more damage after. And seems like I was missing his buffs. Nice. That's high IQ right there. When I'm a lower Brave, I like the Octo Slash because Octo Slash can reach cap easier. And when I'm on higher Brave, I like the Fervent Blow. Looks like he's coming out of break. I'm gonna want to break him and then bring out Sephiroth. Oh shit. Yeah, that's alright, that's fine. First I thought he wasn't coming out of break. Okay, that is exactly what I want. So Sephiroth can come out, Tifa can come in and delay it, and hopefully kill it. What is the HP requirement here? Okay, that's fine. Goodbye. So I'm just gonna pray now, get everybody up. Oh, I don't know, that didn't seem very terrible at all. Hopefully you die before you get your charge attack off. Oh shoot, the break order didn't work out very well. Tifa, can you do it, girl? Can you do it for me? I'm going to take the risk that she will do it for me. Do it for me. Yes, she best girl. That's my best girl. Everything is a-okay. Let's use this. And let's just destroy this overmatched Sephiroth now. This boy is dead. This boy is dead. Sorry, man. I love you, but you're not shirtless, so we're gonna have to tear those clothes off of you. Time to just burn everything. Burn everything. I'm on no brave, so I'm just gonna chain slash. Alright, in you go. This is over. This is over. I'm sorry, high brave, gonna go with fervent blow. Also has high turn rate, which is nice. There he goes, he jumps in front again. And you're not gonna break me, but looks like he's coming out of break. Hopefully he's not gonna do an HP attack. It's not gonna do much damage though, because he cannot do any brave damage. The worst he could have done was 4285 HP damage if he did Octo Slash, so not a big deal. Low Brave, gonna Octo Slash. Just going to the finish line. Man, this is gonna hurt him. This is gonna hurt him bad. All the damage on him. Ooh, I don't need black material. Just gonna do more damage. Do it on the next turn. Oh, I do need. Oh man, I forgot my stacks were less. Oh well. Normally I don't drop reunion stacks, but I never encountered that freeze mechanic before. Didn't know what it did. I'm just gonna break him anyways. This is over. And that is it. So this is generally how my blind runs go. Just kind of figuring it out as I go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This time it did because Zack is a freaking beast. This team is actually pretty beastly, so it wasn't that hard. You just gotta pay attention to the eye braves of the enemies. That helps a lot because, as you can see, a couple times the strategy completely changes if you take them out of break. Or I could have been a dead run if I didn't take them out of break. Well, that's gonna be probably it for me. Let me know what you think and if this is what you'd like to see more of or not. Oh yeah, let me show you my other arts. Rosa, she has Yuna's Sphere, and I love it because what Yuna's Sphere does is grants the party 20% of individual int brave when recovering own HP. So pretty much Rosa's always regenning, and she always boosts her int brave like up the wazoo. So it's generally going to be one of the biggest batteries for that sphere itself. So only her and Lena would do better for that sphere. Sephiroth just has his own sphere, which does 10% max brave attack on the last wave if his health is above 50%. .108, 330. I actually have a third 108, but I prefer to always have a 330. That's just my thing. I like to increase the ceiling of my characters, especially she's always battering, so I like to have a higher brave threshold. Same with Sephiroth. I actually have another 108 C50, but I like his brave to be busted, so I run two 108 330s with it, especially for other waves instead of the last wave. His C50 isn't as good as Zack's, so I don't do three 108 C50s. Alright, well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching until the end of the video. Until next time.